So I am here with an e.l.f. haul. I recently just went to the e.l.f. store in Cherry Hill and I wanted to show you guys the goodies I got. They had gifts with purchases over a certain amount, so I got even more goodies than I normally would have got. So let's get started. The first thing I got was the e.l.f. Hydrogel Under Eye Masks. Nicole just recently talked about these and I am a sucker for under eye masks. My favorite ones are the Tarte ones. They're like gels. These don't look like they're gels. They might be, but there's a set of 3 in here and they were $8, so I figured I could try them out. So these are the e.l.f. Under Eye Masks. The next thing I got was the e.l.f. Brow Pencil in the shade Deep Brown. Now, I've told you guys I don't really do anything for my brows. I just fill them in with a brow gel. But I decided that I wanted to give this a try. It has a spoolie on one end and then the pencil on the other. And I got the shade Dark Brown because there was only 3 colors: taupe, dark brown, and neutral brown. So this looks like it'll work for my brows, because if I try to put anything that's called like neutral brown or anything like that in my eyebrows, they look a little bit red. So this is the e.l.f. Brow Pencil. The next thing I got was the e.l.f. Molten Liquid Eyeshadow in Rose Gold. I swatched all these in the store because the e.l.f. store has testers. And I just fell in love with them, so I'm going to show you guys. So this is the shade Rose Gold. First of all, these are like such a cool consistency. That's it right there. It reminds me a lot of my, like color-wise, not like formula-wise or anything. Reminds me a lot of my Stila glitter, just the color of it. But this is so pretty. So throughout the video, we're going to see how these dry because I got a couple of them. So the next thing I got was another one of the liquid molten eyeshadows. This one's in liquid gold. I've told you guys before, I am a sucker for anything gold. So let's see what this looks like. Oh my god, this one's gorgeous. That's what it looks like right there. These are not too thin, not too thick. I feel like they're going to last a pretty good time on the eyes. And they're not, I don't know, I get scared of liquid eyeshadows and I feel like they would be like really chunky or something. These are not chunky. They definitely have shimmer in them, but they're not chunky shimmer. So the next thing I got is a fan brush, because I don't use fan brushes to highlight ever. And I've always wanted to try one, and I think it was, I don't know who it was. I've seen someone use this fan brush before, and it looks nice. So this is just a little fan brush that you can use to highlight. It's pretty soft, and it looks like it's definitely going to shed, but that's okay. So this is an e.l.f. fan brush. Now, I told you guys I don't really use lip glosses, but I saw this, and the color of this just really, whew. Okay, let's open this up here. This is the e.l.f. lip gloss in the shade Scott. I think it's so cute how the shades are all names. Oh yeah, I'll like this. It's like a peachy nude, which I don't really like sticky lip glosses, but this looks like it'll be good. And something I could keep in my purse and stuff like that. So then, let's see what else I got in here. This whole bag was gift with purchases, but we'll look at that in a minute. This is the e.l.f. Long Lasting Luscious Eyeshadow in the shade Toast. Now, I remember years ago, Kathleen, oh god, this is probably 2014. Kathleen Lights did a best of e.l.f. video, and I remember her talking about this specific eyeshadow because, like Kathleen, I am a huge fan of gold eyeshadows, and I remember not being able to find it, and it was crazy. So whenever I'm in the e.l.f. store, I always try to look for it, and it's always sold out, but I was able to get it. I know people like the one in Soiree too. They didn't have that one in stock, so I only got this one. The texture of this is very, if you can see it, it's very bouncy. So it's very moussey. So it looks like it picks up a good amount of color. It doesn't look like it's 100% opacity on like one swipe, but that would be a little bit good. I'm trying to show you guys. Looks like it should be good. So that is the e.l.f. Long Lasting Luscious Eyeshadow in the shade Toast. I didn't bring them down with me, but I definitely wanted to tell you guys that the e.l.f. Mad for Matte 2 palette, I've talked about it on my Instagram before, is literally an amazing eyeshadow palette, and you guys really need it. I'm going to talk about one of my other favorite e.l.f. products in a future video, but the Mad for Matte 2 palette, if you're in the market for a good matte eyeshadow palette, it's really good. Oh, look, I wanted to show you guys how they lasted, and I took them off my hand. It's alright. So, this was my gift with purchase. I love how e.l.f. has these little, like, wristlet things. There's a couple things in here. The first thing is another one of the Aqua Beauty Molten Liquid Eyeshadows. This one's in the shade Brushed Copper. So, let's see how this one is. So, I'm going to swatch it next to the other two to show you guys. Oh yeah, that's pretty. It definitely seems like rose gold on the first swipe has the most pigment to it. Okay, so let me see if I can get these right. This one is Brushed Copper, this one is Rose Gold, and this one is Liquid Gold. They look really pretty. I could definitely wear them all together too. So we'll see how those go. And then the other two things that I got in here, I'm not actually going to open because they're going to be a giveaway for you guys. This is the e.l.f. Aqua Beauty Radiant Gel Lip Tint in the shade Rouge Radiance. I don't wear red lipstick very often, especially not red lip gloss, so this is going to go in a future giveaway for you guys. I also do giveaways on my Instagram, so make sure you're following me on Instagram. This is the Aqua Beauty Aqua Infusion Blush and Bronzer in the shade Bronze Pink Beige. So I don't like pink blushes, and from what I've heard about this formula is actually comparable to ColourPop. So this would be nice for someone who wants to try anything by ColourPop and maybe not be able to get their hands on it. God, this hair is killing me. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah. So these two are going to be for giveaways for you guys. I'm really excited to try all these things because who doesn't like to find good brushes? I will say e.l.f. has amazing brushes. I can do a video on affordable brushes for you guys that are maybe that you can get in a drugstore, the e.l.f. store. I know there's only a couple e.l.f. stores in the country. Maybe not a couple. Maybe like 6 e.l.f. stores in the country, and I have one of them near me. So, yeah, it's really cool because you walk in and there's literally everything you could ever think of from e.l.f. I am personally a huge fan of e.l.f. products, and I like any other makeup line, they also have a couple fails. So I just recently tried, it was a Aqua Beauty like mousse foundation. It made me break out really bad. I still have some bumps on my skin from it. This was actually yesterday, and I didn't like it at all. But on the same hand, I hear that the serum foundation's really good. I know that other powders are really good. Like I said, the eyeshadow is really good, so you never know. I'm really, really excited about this eyeshadow because I feel like this is one of those things that you could just like tap on the lid and be ready to go. Oh, okay. Alright, so it looks like these have dried. So, just tapping them, they're not, the one was a little bit more dry than the others, but just tapping them, they're not coming off, and it looks like they're staying pretty well. So, we'll see how these work on the lids, and I can do maybe like a follow-up haul, or make sure you're following me on Snapchat. But I'm especially excited to try the under eye masks and actually everything. So keep an eye out for a future giveaway. Don't forget to subscribe down below and check out any other videos I have. Have a good one.